All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide, and a hearty Shalom and salutation to the believers out there who's believing on the words of Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Dawada coming to you with another quick lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying. The title of this lesson is going to be The Great Deliverance. All right. Watching, apostles and various elders and various brother videos, it inspired this lesson, because of the perilous times that we're entering. All right. What we're going to be looking forward to is the great deliverance of Yahweh Shai. All right. In the form of those chariots. All right, in the form of what the world ignorantly knows as UFOs. All right, I seen a video past couple of days about this huge chariot traveling across our solar system, heading this way. All right, and you read in Second Ezra, Second Ezra 13, where Yahweh Shai had cleaved a great mountain. And Ezra said he would have seen where he cleaved it out from, but he couldn't. All right, this chariot was that huge. He thought it was a mountain from the earth. All right, and that's how Yahweh Shai is going to come back and deliver his people. All right, let's go to, and I don't have anything written down. Just going through the spirit. Let's go to Wisdom and Solomon, chapter 5. Right? And verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. That's what the men of the Lord are doing now. We're standing in great boldness, telling this wicked kingdom that it's going to fall. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, we're revealing that wicked, who is Esau Edom. When they see it, they shall be troubled with fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they look for. Yeah, this strangeness of the salvation of the children of Israel is going to be way farther along than they could have ever imagined. All right? And they, repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit, shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach. Yeah, they look at us out there on the highways and byways and garments, man, and we're made spectacles unto men and angels, right? It says, we fools accounting his life madness and his end to be without honor. How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot is among the saints? Yeah, that's what they're going to really be groaning in the spirit when they see the elect of the children of Israel being taken up in those chariots. All right, and that's the great deliverance that's going to show forth in the last days. All right, let's go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 26. Leave us verse 10. Salakia. Maybe 20. Verse 20. Yeah, Khan, the water Yahweh Shai. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 26 and verse 20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were, for a little moment, until the indignation be overpassed. Yeah. What are those chambers? What are those are the chairs, man? All right. We're going to be taken up. Lord willing, we're part of that number. All right. We're going to be taken up in those chariots, right? And that's what's going to be your great deliverance. All right. And it's going to be able to hide you. All right. When these nuclear bombs hit this place. Because at the same time the destruction is coming down, it's going to be the same time that Yahweh Shai is lifting up his people. All right. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 24 I'm going to say 30. Right? It says, this is Matthew chapter 24. Matter of fact. Yeah, verse 30. Then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. What are those clouds? That's those chariots, man. All right? Scripture tell you that all nations are going to mourn when they see him, right? We just read it. It says, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other. How are they going to gather his elect? In those chariots, man. All right? When the destruction is being hit, guess what? That's when Yahushua is going to come and save his people. All right? His name is Anoman Omen. All right? Which means he shall save. He shall save who? His people. All right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Even so be true. All right? This is what is going to be the great deliverance of the children of Israel, man. Those clouds, those chariots. Let's get a precept on those clouds. Psalms 104. Okay. Let's start at 1. This is Psalms chapter 104, verse 1. Bless the Lord, Yahweh Shah Shah, O my soul. O Lord, Yahweh Shah Shah, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who layeth the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariots, right? Who walketh upon the wings of the wind. So those clouds are the chariots, man. The chariots of the Most High God, man. And he's coming back to what? Have great deliverance for the children of Israel and destruction on these other nations. All right? And that's what we're hoping for. All right? Let's go, matter of fact, let's go to Romans right quick. Romans chapter 15 and verse 4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. All right, so all these things that we read that was beforehand is for us to have what? Patience and comfort of the scriptures. So he say he's going to do this thing. He's going to deliver his children through these clouds, through these chariots, through these so-called UFOs. Guess what? He's going to do it, man. All right? Let's go to the book of, what do I want? Isaiah. It's the book of Isaiah. Is it 65 or 66? Let's go to 66. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 66 and verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh Shah Shah will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. You see that? For by fire and by his sword will the Lord Yahweh Shah Shah plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord Yahweh Shah Shah shall be many. So as he's laying down this destruction, he's going to be liberating the children of Israel. Let's go to the book of Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 3. And when I read this, man, it sent chills, man, because he's coming back with fury, man. He says he's not going to meet you as a man. This is Habakkuk chapter 3 and verse 8. Was the Lord Yahweh Shah Shah displeased against the rivers? Was thine anger against the rivers? Was thy wrath against the sea? Didst thou ride upon thine horses and thy chariots of salvation? See those chariots of salvation, man. All right? He's going to be laying out destruction at the same time liberating the elect of the children of Israel, man. All right? This is this great deliverance that when they see it, they're going to be amazed. All right? This is what Yahweh Shai has promised to his people, man. The elect of the children of Israel. Matter of fact, let's go to Numbers. Because he ain't a man that he should lie. Right? This is Numbers chapter 23 and verse 19. The Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. He, hath he said it, and shall he not do it? Or hath he spoken, and shall he not make it good? Yeah. So he's already written these things aforetime, right? That the children of Israel is going to be liberated through the so-called UFOs, which are IFOs. We know what they are, all right? They're the chariots of Yahweh Shai. All right? Let's go to... and I want to look up this word right quick. Zechariah chapter 5 and verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, What seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, the breadth thereof is 10 cubits. Then said he unto me, This is the curse that goeth forth over the face of the whole earth. For every one that stealeth shall be cut off, as on this side according to it, and every one that swears shall be cut off on that side according to it. I will bring it forth, saith the Lord Yahweh Shai, and it shall enter into the house of the thief. Well, who is the thief? The thief is Esau Edom chiefly, man. All right? And into the house of him that swears falsely by my name, and it shall remain in the midst of his house, and shall consume it with the timber thereof and with the stones thereof. So this flying roll, guess what? This is a chariot, man. All right? This is what's going to go over the face of the earth, bringing destruction. And also the great deliverance of the children of Israel. The elect of the children of Israel. All right? Let's go to the book of Mark. Chapter 13. And let's start at let's start at verse 24. It's the book of Mark, chapter 13 and verse 24. But in those days, after that tribulation, the sun shall be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars of heaven shall fall, and the powers that are in heaven shall be shaken. Yeah, the rulership is going to be and these people in rulership, they're going to be shaken, man. All right? Then shall they see the sign, Salakia. Then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds, right? With great power and glory. And he, Salakia, then shall he send his angels and shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from the uttermost part of the earth, and from the uttermost part of heaven. See that? So it's Yahweh Shai who's going to save his elect. Let's get another precept. Say 1 Thessalonians. Let me see. 5. Let me look it up. Live and remain. 1 Thessalonians 4, not 1 Thessalonians 5. This is the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 4. I'm going to start at verse 13. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brother, concerning them which are asleep, yeah, those that are dead, that ye sorrow not, even as others which have no hope. Right? For if we believe that Yahushua died and rose again, even so them also which sleep in Yahushua will the Most High bring with him. For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. Yeah, if you are granted, the honor of enduring to the end and seeing Yahushua come back, man, it's going to be beautiful, right? For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, right? That we which are alive and remain until the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep. For the Lord himself shall descend from heaven with a shout, and with the voice of an archangel, and with the trump of the Most High, and the dead in her Mashiach shall rise first. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, in those chairs, right? To meet the Lord in the air, and so shall we ever be, right, with the Lord. Wherefore, comfort one another with these words, all right? And that's the point of this lesson, man. To comfort one another with these words of the great deliverance of the children of Israel, all right? That's going to be it for the lesson. Lord willing, it's been edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Much respect to the brothers laboring worldwide, and a hearty shalom and salutation to the believers out there who's believing on the words of Yahweh Shah in truth and in sincerity. To the next time, I say shalom.